Hey everybody, it's Small G Gay. I know it's not Christmas. I know it's not Christmas yet, but I'm going to announce that I am supporting. I'm not announcing that I'm endorsing. What I am doing is lavishly praising. I'm not endorsing, everybody. Please try to understand that. I'm not endorsing. I am lavishly praising Newt Gingrich. And you knew that I would be supporting Newt Gingrich, and I am. Enough with Falderall. It's time to stand like a Grinch. A Newt Gingrich. Grinch. Get it? And it's time to man up and face the music and dance, people. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. People are acting like I'm like Judas because I'm going Gingrich. Tough. I was thrilled to hear today a couple of things. There's so much that I really like about Gingrich, and a lot of the stuff that other people hate about him, I really like about him. And no, I don't worship him, and no, don't tell me all of his flaws because we know them already, and all of them are flawed, and we knew that that's what this was like. I remember I told you it's closing time at the bar, and you've had a few. You got to pick one. I picked Newt. You know what I'm saying? First of all, Newt has Phil Donahue's hair, which I like very much. Oh, no, that's not one of the reasons. I love the fact that Newt is mean. I love that people keep deriding Newt because he's this, they call it mean badger personality, but I love that. I love it. Witness this, okay? Today, Nancy Pelosi announces that she's sitting on all this stuff about Newt, and she will release it from underneath her seat when the time is right. Where the heck does this woman get her flair for the dramatic? It's like a combination of the Wicked Witch of the West, Cruella de Vil, and Maleficent. Am I right? But with a plastic head. It's just unbelievable where she comes up with this stuff, and he fired right back. If you've been sitting on ethics issues, and you're only using them for political gain, that is a violation, and it's illegal. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. That's fabulous. He's a mean badger, and he's going to fight and claw right back at him. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled, America. I love it. And I love being with the vast majority of the great unwashed masses. And the great unwashed middle, like Katie Couric would say. I love it. You know, CBS did a poll today asking Republicans which candidate they found the most suitable as candidate. And the number one pick was Newt Gingrich by 62%. 62% of the GOP thinks that Newt Gingrich is a suitable candidate, which is a real clear majority. And the only one who even came close was Mitt Romney. The others were all deemed fringy, unelectable, also rans, and, you know, kind of out there. So those two were the only ones that the majority, the clear majority, I know that that Mitt got over 50%. They were the only ones to get over 50%. And Ala Pundit, I think I tweeted all this, so you can check. Ala Pundit on Hot Air pointed out that Newt was the only candidate that had a majority of both traditional Republicans, the regular Republican Party people, and a majority of Tea Party people. And he was pointing out that because people feel that Obama is so lost, that they actually like the fact that Newt knows his way around. I think one of the people in Iowa said he knows where all the bodies are buried. That's what I like about Newt. He knows how to play the game, and we're going to need that. We're going to need it. And I think it's a type. I think he's a type of candidate that will naturally show off Obama's weaknesses because he is so experienced and he does know where all the bodies are buried. I thought that was terrific. But people are freaking out. You know, people are really freaking out. I had a flare up with the Paleonistas last night because I was so incensed by the what do you call it? The lavish praising of Rick Santorum of all people for an hour on the Stephen Bannon program, and I was trying to listen. If you follow my tweet stream, I'm like, well, I'm hearing a different side of him. Well, that's not a bad idea. I didn't know that he was like this. And then he got into it about how we all have to live in families and how we weren't going to give up social issues. And it was just like, okay, this just jumped the shark, And I was already, people were like, how can you stop supporting her? I've got news for you. She's not running. She's not even running. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God. It is like the woman in Great Expectations. If I look at the clock long enough, it will strike. And it will be like that day in 1942 when my beau came to meet me here. It's just, come on. So anyway, I cleared up. So I did. I think I dropped like 1% of my Twitter feed. I dumped like the heavy hitters who'd never spoken to me anyway, and just because I didn't want them watching me, because I knew they were worried about me, and whatever. If I was friends with anybody, I kept them on for the most part. I think there was only one so-called friend who I dumped because she got all Scientology mind trip on me in DM, and I was like, okay, no. This is only about supporting someone else, okay? And at first I was kind of like, wow, who else with small g gay gets attacked by Joe My God and his people and the Paleonistas, and then today a Ron Paul freak. Who else but me gets it all? But then I was watching Twitter, and I was watching that everybody's going through this in some way. Practically anybody who's on Twitter is going through something similar. Because people are really flipped out, and anybody but Newt, the people for anybody but Newt are all in meltdown, That's probably why they did that segment with, what's his name? They're all, like, in meltdown. Some of the people, they act like it's just, I don't know, like this is the end of it all, and the Mitt Romney people are all flipping out, and they're so... People were sending me all these diatribes about Newt and everything, and after a while it's like, will you get off my lawn with your Watchtower magazines? Get away from me! But, this is the way it is. And this is social media. And everybody sees all of these kinds of ideas went through our minds all the time, And now, your every little move, especially if you're a Twitter addict like I am, your every little move is there for public display. It's like we all have ESP. Used to be you just quietly, you just support who you supported, talk it to the television and your husband, wife, partner, what have you. In my case, parakeet. And that would be it. And you'd go into the voting booth and be like, well, I ended up voting for Ike this year. And that would be it. Now every little nuance, every little... anytime you contemplate a candidate, they say you're flip-flopping, or you're a rhino, or you're a Tea Party extremist, whatever. It is a bit much after a while. It's kind of like when, in the movies, when the psychic people can't control their powers and they hear everybody's thoughts and they go insane. That's sort of what it's like. So anyway, whatever. I just say... move on. I'm not. By the way, Palin people who are listening to this, I am not going to actively work against Governor Palin. So just chill out. What else is happening? So yeah. So everybody's freaking out about Newt, which I think is great, and I love how all the right people are freaking out about Newt. All the right people are flipping out. George Will. The freaky Christian group in Iowa that put on that really weird ad. Steve Politic. Hello, Steve. I love you. Steve Politic was pushing. Here you go. Steve Politic was pushing a hard right Christian ad just because it was against Newt. And here's where it gets even crazier. The ad was filled with clips of the women from The View, the stuff that the women from The View were saying against Newt and David Gregory and Chris Wallace. And they're trying to act like, oh, well, here you go, conservatives. Whoopi Goldberg doesn't like him. Oh, my God. And it was being pushed by a Romney supporter. Oh, my God. That was unbelievable. That was a real Lulu. And you got that, and then we got the Nancy Pelosi. Like I said, Nancy Pelosi sitting on the evil secrets. Oh, my God. They're just freaking out. You know what Rush said? He said that the long knives are out against Newt. Boy, they sure are. But I'm not sure about him. Can't be sure about any of them. That's why, I mean, everyone's got such a secret agenda that I think it's really important to kind of come clean. So I'm coming clean that I am lavishing Newt Gingrich with praise. That's what I'm doing this season. Newt Gingrinch. I think I'm almost out of time. I think I am. I wanted to talk more, and you know that I can. I can't stop talking. Thank you, America, for making me one of your favorite oddball cult fringe personalities. I love you all. I love you all. I'm a new kind of star in the Hollywood firmament. Anyway, I love you all. Thanks for all my gays, all my homies. Thanks to everybody who was so supportive of me last night. You guys are dolls. All of you. You really see your real friends in situations like that. And I've been so impressed with so many of you. And have a happy and joyous holiday season. I'll probably talk to you again in about 2 hours. Take care, everybody.